Red skeletons, every one of them. Well, not every one of them. Some of them had items in them. Pretty funny hallway. Get the drop on everybody first, and you're okay. If you let them get the drop on you, they'll juggle you right out of the room. I never died in that room, but I've been juggled out of it. This guy, you saw him swing his blade towards me. If you get close, he'll do that every time. If you stay a little far away from him, he throws it, it lands on the ground, and then it sort of spins and comes back to him. So you have to jump, you have to avoid it and then jump to avoid it when it's coming back. So just get in close the second you get there and you're okay. Oop, oop. See, there we go. And then it'll do that. So that if you get in close, he's a lot easier to deal with. These guys fling fire at you, but yeah. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. Alrighty. There's a save point right up here, and then we're going to get to my favorite boss. Wow, I got juggled right out of that room. It's just easier. Come through here. This is walk armor. This armor gets stronger the more of the map you uncover. I don't remember if it caps or not, other than just filling up the whole map. I think it's possible to have that be the strongest armor in the game if you open up every spot on the map. Alright. I'm going to try a quick kill here. I actually did a quick kill the other day, so let's see if I can get this to work. Didn't work. Although it's probably almost dead anyway. Oh, come on. You know what I'm trying to do. Wow, pretty strong and healthy there. Obviously that's the goal right there. Don't kill the body sections without killing that thing. If you kill all the body sections, he'll just start shooting lasers, and he shoots them kind of quickly. Yeah, the quick kill I almost did there. If you throw a bunch of holy waters in the middle as he's coming up, the fire tears him to pieces. And before the main boss itself is even up, it'll drop back down into the ground. I think I still have the footage. I was doing a test playthrough to make sure all my recording stuff was good, and I managed to do it. So maybe at some point I'll upload that little bit just so you can see the quick kill. Alrighty. Now at this point, there are a few things I can do here. I can use the library card to take me back to the library, which will not put me very close. It'll put me a little bit closer to the warp point. Or I can go back to the warp point that I had passed earlier, which is what I'm going to do, just so you can see it. Okay, let's get through this as fast as possible. Oh. We already know what's in there. Ah, stupid fire, man. It had such a huge knockback. Oop. You know, if the devil familiar wants to start doing anything, that'd be very helpful. Well, not very helpful, but later on it gets very strong. Alright. Up and up and up. A little piece of ground that breaks off there. That I always try and make it a point to not break off. So when you play this game as much as I have, you got to start making these little goals, and it sounds ridiculous, but in a way, it extends the life of games. You know, I imagine that that's how. Oh no! Oh. You know, I imagine that that's how a lot of people played a lot of games. I mean, there's so many cool ways to play old school games out there. You know, we talk about The Legend of Zelda has what they call a 3-heart run.
A switch. Why don't I press it and see?
Awesome. But you know, Zelda has 3-heart run, low weapon run. You know, you get as little as you can. I've beaten that game with the green armor, the starter clothes, and the wood sword. You know, just to see if I could do it. You know, not with 3 hearts though. I've done that with full hearts. But you know, that's the sort of stuff. That's where that comes from. The idea that the game is done, but you're gonna do some other stuff with it. The Ring of Ares confers the strength of 24 men, but reduces your defense to 0. Save these powers of Sire, or Power of Sires? Yeah. Save them for the end. There isn't really a boss that you absolutely need them for. But yeah, that's how that stuff gets started. It's you challenge yourself with games like this. You know, when you think it's done and you think that it's boring now, you do something different. You know, play it a different way. You know, play. One of my favorite games is Final Fantasy Tactics. You know, I tried to play that game different ways using different combinations of teams. You know, I think the ultimate way to beat that game, I'd love to see it. Maybe I should do it one day. Is to beat it with all chemists. You know, if you've ever played that game, you know, chemists are the item users. They're usually pretty weak and don't put out a lot of damage. So the idea of beating that game with them is kind of awesome. You know, it's the little challenges like that. That's another one of those games that I have a certain way that I play it now. And I haven't played it a different way in a very long time. Alright, so we're going to head up to... actually, I think... You can either go through this one or go to the next one and work your way over. Either way, you're going to end up in the same spot. If you see that hallway on the top left that's not filled in, that's where we're going. I'll go this way. I like the bell towers. You know, I like the bells again. Plus, the long hallways make it easier to run with the power of the wolf. Oh no. Get a running start. See, that's what you gotta watch out for. Got enough room. Not bad at all. And yeah, you know, just power of the wolf, blast your way through. Well, you know, for as much as you can. See that hot foot right over towards me. And we'll punch this last guy in the face. Yeah, here that's my little devil over there trying to put some effort in. I like it. All right, right here. So you gotta get through that with the mist. Great background. I love the background. How the hell she got in here, I have no idea. So that's kind of BS to me.
I don't know if he's the one you're looking for, but I found a Belmont.
Really? So he is here.
But the one I saw was the enemy. He was the lord of this castle.
That can't be true. You're
Oh,
wrong.
true it is.
I must go now.
Silver ring. There goes the other ring. That, along with the gold ring, will get you into a special area. And again, let's do our part to protect other adventurers. Okay, so now what we want to do is take a look at these two. You'll see where in or where clock in tower. They don't do anything on their own, but I prefer silver to gold, so I'm going to wear the silver ring. Then when we get to where we're going, we'll put the gold ring on. And as for where we're going, we're actually going to use something I opened earlier. Another one of those things that I always open and forgot why I open it. Oh, and we're not the chapel. Skip the door. Yeah, he wasn't really a threat, but this area that we opened earlier. We could just go back the way we came and use the teleporter, but it's just a little bit easier to go this way. Well, not really easier, just it's not exactly out of the way, so there's no harm in going this way as opposed to the other way. There we go. Remember, we still got the spike breaker on. These are spikes. They are actually considered spikes. If you jump into them or whatever, you'll get hurt, but the game will still let you break them. Congrats to that one for getting a hit on me. Alright. So we're gonna go this way. Because we're headed back to the clock room. I like to kill this guy. If I remember right, he drops a good sword, so. Yeah. That's alright. Got him anyway. I'm not going to talk about what that looked like. We're just going to go with the fact that it was a boomerang.